everybody, Agashi here. So today I will be reviewing a new drama that I recently started watching. I was introduced to it by my sister because she is a big fan of GOT7, so you guys pretty much know what I'm talking about. It's Jinyoung from GOT7's new drama. It is called Is Psychometric. So, I kind of didn't have any idea about it, but she was like very interested in it, so she was like talking about it, and she told me about it, so I gave it a shot. I watched the first 2 episodes. I really enjoyed it, so I am going to continue watching it. So I will be reviewing the first 2 episodes with you guys, and if you guys have not seen it, watch this review, and if you guys like it, do go ahead and watch it. So let's start off with characters. We have Park Jinyoung as Yi-ang. He is a young man with supernatural powers, and his parents died from a fire when he was young. And then we have our main girl, which is Shin Ye-eun, play Yoon Jae-in, and she is a young woman who has a secret, and she meets Li-ang after transferring school. And then we have Kim Dam-sung playing Eun Jin-soo. She is an investigator in the Special Investigation Forces unit, and she asks Li-ang for his help a lot because he's like psychometric abilities he has. And then we have Kim Kwang as Kang Sung-mo. He is a Special Investigating Unit's prosecutor who saves Li-ang when he was young. So the synopsis says that Li-ang has an ability to read one's secret when he touches someone's, and he decides to use that to take down bad people. In the process of doing so, he doesn't know how to control his powers, and he ends up meeting the main girl who tries to hide her secret, and with the two of them, they work together to solve cases. So we start off the drama in the night of December 3rd, 2005 at I think it's Youngsung apartment complex, and the guard is talking to some snobby residents, like these ajumas, that they need to park their car correctly because in case something happens, they need to clear the parking lot for fire, the fire department and stuff like that. And these ajumas are like, they don't care, whatever, blah blah blah, all this stuff like that. And so we fast forward to not fast forward, but we move along to the next scene, and we see young Li-ang begging his parents for a puppy, and his dad tells him, you can have anything except for a puppy, and he's all like, give me a dongsae, and his parents are like, okay, and then you win, you get a puppy, So as they are on their way, like their little trip from the apartment to the elevator to go, shopping for the animal, the puppy or whatever like that, we get a murder scene that happens in like the same apartment complex but in a different floor. And this killer, all black and everything, comes in and he attacks them. And he stabs the snobby resident ajumas that we saw. He killed them, and there's actually 3 of them only, and he ended up dragging someone with it. And before that, we get to see this lady in a suitcase, and she's like running down the stairs trying to escape, but she didn't, so I'm guessing that's her. And he kills them. He cuts off the gas pipe, and throws a lighter to a microwave and sets it to like 10 minutes for it to spark, explode, and bring down everything. So the crime scene looked like it was staged. So with the microwave exploding, with the lighter in there, gas line cut, the apartment, that floor gets exploded, Li-ang and his family, the elevator goes crazy, it's dropping, and it stops at 1 floor. The guard was able to help them, and the parents make sure Li-ang gets away safely, and the elevator line snapped, and both his parents die. And then he was saved by young Kang Sung-mo, who helps him, and they escape. They couldn't escape the floor, so he breaks down the window, holds onto Li-ang, and they jump off onto a car. And then, you know, it kind of ends there, and it shows us 11 years later, Leon is now grown up, and he is like a 19-year-old high school student, and he is Park Jinyoung. And we get to see him use his abilities for the first time. He like slide his hand, he's like in a morgue, he slides his hand on like the doors, and like you get to see his psychometric powers, and he can like see what happens and reads what happened. And then we also get introduced to Eun Jin-soo, which is played by Nam Sung. She she asked Leon to help her solve cases and problems because of his abilities, and like in the process of doing so, his helm like catches them, and his helm tells Leon like, don't use your ability. I don't want you to use your ability, because whenever he uses his ability, like he doesn't know how to control it yet, so his nose starts to bleed, and he gets in a very serious case, you know. So it's kind of like draining his powers, and his helm's like, I don't want you to be doing stuff like that, so you know, be careful of what you do. And then we get introduced to our heroine, which is Yoon Jin-in. So she is transferring school, finding a new place to live, and her problem is it has something to do with her father, and she kind of runs away so she doesn't get to see people or meet people who knows about her past, so she can like live quietly. And her and Leon gets entangled together, with her calling him a penalty, a pervert, puts him in jail. The two of them, you know, they meet again, they end up going to the same school. You know, they break into school, but like the administration, and she keeps seeing him like his nose bleeds and all this stuff like that, and they end up finding out that they live right across from each other. They live on the rooftop of two buildings, and they're right across from each other and all this stuff like that. So, you know, they end up working together, like getting acquainted and working together to solve stuff. And like, you know, some parts of the episodes, the 2 episodes, we get to see Leon uses it, like how his power works and everything. Just as long as he touch a person like skin to skin, he's able to, or just something in general, he's able to see the past of it, the secrets of it. Like there's a part where he uses his ability of he touched like this box of stuffed animals, and he's able to remember like these memories and stuff like that, and he's like crying and it hurts him. It's like his past stuff, you know. And then there's like this part where he's like standing in front of the school, and girls are running by, and they're like touching him, and he can see their secrets and everything, but like he goes into like a very serious, not serious, but he just like faints because he's using his powers too much. So, you know, it's stuff like that. And yeah, the 2 of them are agreed, and they're gonna be friends, and they're gonna work together. So yeah, that is it. So that's like the first 2 episodes of it. It does have some like, for me, when I watched the beginning, I was just like, okay, you know, it's going well, and then bam, like the murder kind of like creeped me out a little bit. Like as you guys can tell or know, if you guys watched my previous reviews and stuff like that, I do get a little bit paranoid now watching some of those scenes, because I get really paranoid when I watch Criminal Minds. So it's a little bit intense for me sometimes watching those stuff, but I tend to watch it when Ajushi is around. But you know, for these stuff, like sometimes I end up watching it by myself. But I like it so far, and I did not expect Jinyoung to be able to play a role like this. I've only seen his acting in My Love Undong. During that time, I had no idea it was Jinyoung. I was watching it, and I was like, who is this little boy? He's so adorable. Is he like some new actor or something like that? And then I ended up seeing his posters in my sister's room. I'm like, oh, that's who he is. He's an idol. Oh, interesting, you know, wow. But yeah, like I've always seen him like in melodramatic or kind of like, you know, school young roles and stuff like that. This one, he is still playing that like a young 19-year-old, but he does more, you know, like it's just a lot more. His character is a lot more, and honestly, you don't really expect that from Jinyoung, from seeing how he is with his group GOT7. They are, you know, they are a little bit crazy, but Jinyoung is more like on the calm side, and you don't get to see that, and seeing him do that in this drama is pretty amazing and interesting to be seeing him like that. But I really do look forward to it. I'm very excited. I watched the first 2 episodes and I really like it, so I do look forward to it. And yeah, very excited to see what's gonna happen, to see how he's able to, you know, control his powers, and what is it that Jane is hiding, and, you know, all these stuff like that, and who was the reason that caused this accident back in 2005, you know, all these stuff like that. So it's very interesting, and it's really good for the first 2 episodes. So if you guys have not seen it, do go ahead and watch the first 2 episodes. If you are hooked like me, continue watching it. But once this drama ends, I will review it again with you guys. And yeah, that is it for this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.